had I didn't have proof of insurance on me. Like, we were on our way to a gig in Columbia, and we're getting off at the exit to go to the gig, and I made a shitty left turn from the exit ramp. Like, I didn't turn into the nearest legal lane or something. I don't remember, but I know it was a bad left turn, and I went.
So, what the fuck, like?
I have this, like, paralyzing fear of, like, I have this paralyzing hatred of authority and this paralyzing, like, fear of cops now, because I'm just like, anytime there's a guy in a uniform around, it's like, it's pretty much 60-40 that I'm going to end up in cuffs over the hood of a car for no reason.
Because they probably think you're sarcastic, like, bastard.
I'm so not a criminal.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm the guy in the band who doesn't even smoke grass.
You even call it grass. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
These kids today.
I don't smoke reefer. Jazz tobacco. But it'll always be me over the hood of the car in cuffs, getting frisked or whatever. It's like,
you guys need a driver. That's what it is. Like, you can't drive your own cars anymore because
of what fucking happens. Helicopter.
Yeah, something. New form of transportation.
Like, you can't be pulled over. They can't racially profile you when you're in the air.
They can shoot you down, though.
Yeah.
That'd be bad. Although, that would be a good story.
And did you... we're Facebook friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you saw the whole border thing and whatnot?
Yes, that's one of the reasons I was actually thinking at this point, this is like a Spinal Tap situation. Like, it's just
we just attract... Like, cops are attracted to us like flies to shit. I don't understand it, because we're really not that big.
Well, the Canadian border is notoriously hard to cross, though, especially for bands.
We cross into Canada, they stop and scream at us, give us a real hard time. Coming back into the States, we get tossed, we get drug dogs in our van. We don't.
We were way inside.
Damn long-haired hippies.
Yeah, there was a German Shepherd that spent more time in our van than either of my dogs have ever spent in the van. Like, and this guy, oh my God, was such a jerk. Like, it was the worst thing about it was, like, it's not that I mind being searched. Yeah, we're like 5 dudes and, kind of swarthy and unshaven, and we're headed south on 87, and if the dog picks up a whiff of something from, a whiff of Keenan's hair product or whatever, and they feel like they need to, it's like, yeah, okay, you know what, this is your job, I'm cool with you doing your job. Could you not treat me like Pablo Escobar while you're doing it? Like, once you find bricks of coke in my luggage, feel free to treat me like an asshole. Like, until you find bricks of coke in my luggage, please assume that I'm just like a guy with like a wife and dogs and like this pastoral little house in Kansas City with rose bushes, because that's what it is.
Make sure the rose bushes get mentioned. Come on, guy.
There's not like, I don't have like a warehouse full of like topless bitches with cards moving fucking.
That's not what I hear.
Like, I'm so not Nino Brown. Like, get off me with that shit.
No, well, you know what it probably is once they get involved in that and they realize they might have made a mistake, they're bigger pricks because they have to cover for the fact that they just embarrassed themselves.
It would have been like 20 times funnier if he had found like a stem from 2002.
It would have been funny.
Under the seat, because then
they can't do anything with that anyway.
Well, it just would have been like, really? It takes 10 border patrol guys
to fight a
fucking, and a German Shepherd and 5 trucks and a fucking roadblock, and this is your this is the caper that you worked so hard to uncover, is this little stem that's been fucking turned into, just turning to dust.
They'll nail it to the wall in the office.
For the last like 8, 9 years. Like, this is, wow, way to bring down the mob, dude. Like, you've definitely cracked this one wide open.
We could have turned on school children to this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean.
You're Timothy Leary now. It's all watch out.
Oh, yeah, I mean, fucking ridiculous. Like, bust the guys with the cigarette boats full of fucking, and the submarines full of cocaine, and they, bust them. Leave me alone. It's not me. It's not me. I just want to rip guitar for a living. I'm not slinging drugs. And I got to point out that those dudes didn't even, like, they had us get out of the van and they ran the dog through the van 5 times or whatever. They didn't search any of us. I totally could have been wearing a fucking suicide vest with an AK and fucking plutonium and shit under my coat, and they never would have known.
They only wanted the stem in the
They
car.
just wanted the stems and seeds under the seat. That's what they were hoping for. It was like, oh, stems and seeds, stems and seeds. Like, we couldn't get into fraternities in college. And
Fuck the
we just wanted to
baggie
get
of
out.
cocaine this dude's got up his ass. We need this shit. Fucking hell, man.
Destroying Western civilization. We must eradicate all stems and seeds.
How do you keep like the morale up when shit starts going wrong like that?
When dumb shit happens like that, it's almost a morale booster because you drive away from that. And, like, we drove away from that. We're just like, suck it easy, dickhead.
Fuck you, pig.
Eat shit and die. Have a nice night out in the cold, motherfucker. Like,
I wonder if there are any cops in your crowd.
the SWAT team in Kansas City loves us.
Really?
The Jackson County Sheriff's Department SWAT team listens to the architects in the van on the way to kicking in doors and shit.
You know what it probably is? They're probably listening to the Big Iron Gang going, that's right, man. That's what we fucking do.
No,
This man knows.
They get pumped up. They turn it up real loud and they get pumped up like, you know.
I'm not saying every time, but I know it's happened in the past. They have blasted the architects in the van before, on their way to kicking indoors.
Yeah, the sarcasm might be escaping them, but whatever, man.
Hey, I don't know. It's like,
Well, it's like there's cool cops out there. It's just these Border Patrol Captain America dickheads give them all a bad name.
Well, see, in New York, they're bastards, but it's
like
only if you
go to-
open the trap.
If you go see Jay-Z at Madison Square Garden, how many people does Madison Square Garden hold?
I believe it's 60 or 70.
Law of averages says there's got to be at least 200 off-duty cops on their night off going to see Jay-Z.
I don't doubt it.
They wanted to see Jay-Z.
I don't doubt
they're
it.
perfectly aware that, the year's 94, my trunk is raw, my rearview mirror is the motherfucking law. They know who he means. He means them. They don't mind. They're like, it's my job, whatever.
That's true.
They have to have some kind of relationship with their job where they know, I'm not Captain America. I'm a guy with a job. Sometimes my job is unpleasant and means that I have to treat people like shit.
Well, no, some people are gunning for that. It's like when my nephew decided to get on the force, he was like, yeah, I want to bust assholes. I want to fucking, beat the shit out of people. I was like, all right, man.
Oh, the snipers on the SWAT team, they're snipers because they want to kill. They want to smoke people. That's okay.
It's like the military.
Yeah,
Try to
cool.
do the same thing.
Do it. I mean, as long as if you know that's what you like to do and you can get paid doing it, cool, I guess. I'm not here to judge you.
I don't know. Well, in New York City, they're busy tasing 7-year-olds right now and handcuffing them, so...
That's a real...
Somebody had to teach that kid a lesson.
That's how we do here, man. Fucking won't be pulling that fucking standing on the desk shit again, I'll tell you what.
Nope. You stand on a desk one time and get tased, you never do it again.
It used to be you got your ass handed to you if you were a sarcastic asshole like my late husband and you go, I fucked your wife last night. Then you get cuffed to the pipe and beaten. But now apparently it's a free-for-all out there.
Yeah.
Threshold got a little lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
When I was
they had a
in
quota.
high school, it was like pepper spray.
Yeah.
We got pepper sprayed if we didn't do our reading assignment. But
Yeah. Well,
taser is a whole other level.
Technological advancements.
and people are fucking real happy with those tasers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things suck. It's it's a little bit too much power to give to one person.
Yeah, it's almost like you gave baby Luke Skywalker a lightsaber that he always wanted, because fucking they're really excited to fucking bust those shits out. So you guys are writing, yes?
Yeah, we were before we...
You gonna bust out a tune or two on the road someplace?
No.
Not ready?
No, that's like if we
Sound check?
If we take her out to a nice place, then it feels like we're dating. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get committed to anything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Until,
I gotcha.
let's keep it I'll meet you at this bar, let's keep it like that until we know that we're dealing with
I'll find you.
It's on the down low right now.
Yeah, text me if you go out.
I hear ya.
Is that what people do? I guess.
I don't think people date anymore.
Yeah, people.
They just sort of, yeah. They sext each other, and you know, like if somebody's drunk enough, they might get on a train, and that's pretty much how that goes.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome. So happy I'm single, let me tell you. All right, so if you guys were headlining, we're working on that, right? Who would you want to take out with you?
Okay, so let's assume like a completely magical scenario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this shit, this put you on the map, and now like somebody finally booked you on your own tour.
Like just
So like we're headlining these same rooms.
like magically, like well, okay, we have.
All right. Well, okay. So we have to figure out what scale we're on to figure out who we're bringing.
For the sake of like suspending disbelief, let's go ahead. Like this is the fantasy universe that I'll construct so that we can answer this question
Okay.
accurately, right?
Do it.
So we have a magical radio hit. It's a little bit. It's like on the scale of like Neon Trees hit, right? Like we got a radio hit, and we got a follow-up, and the follow-up's gaining traction in certain markets, and, you know, and all that kind of shit. So we're doing okay. We're playing these size venues. We're gonna go out and headline. It's all starting next week.
Okay.
All right. So who are we bringing out with us? I think we're bringing out the Bell Rays.
That would be fantastic.
Magnificent. I think we're bringing out the Bell Rays.
I'd love that.
And who else could we bring out?
You know,
We could bring out the Bell Rays and co-headline with the Bronx. If we had a hit and we were selling bring out the Bell Rays, co-headline with the Bronx. That would be crushing, right?
That would be.
Well, and the thing is that if we're doing like the whole world, right?
Oh, we're doing a world tour.
Because
your song was on Glee, and you have to hit everything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the song is on Glee.
If you're doing a 1 month tour and you're gonna have a 3-band show, boom, the bill is the Bell Rays and the Bronx, and that sounds great to me.
That's a good bill.
But if the tour is going to be 6 months long and you're doing the whole world, then there's opportunities.
Yeah, fuck the Bell Rays.
To bring in more old homies, more bands that we love, and that could be cool too.
So who would you hit up? You go back to your hometown and call some dudes, or are you looking to, no, fuck them, man, I want better people? Well, I mean, the world is your oyster at this point, right?
Well, there's a lot of great dudes at home. There are. They know that I love them.
But they're getting the foot right up their ass.
No, it's different. It's different. There's people who've been so good to us for years. It'd be really cool to be able to
be good to them.
Be good to them.
So what you're trying to say is Flogging Molly would open for you.
We'd have to be really big.
It might take more than one hit single to pull that show off.
I think it would just take a crate of beer.
If I was ever again in a position to do Flogging Molly a solid, I would have absolutely no hesitation about doing it. Absolutely. If I was ever in my life in a position to do MCR or Neon Trees a solid, you have no doubt that I am right there ready to do it.
So, when they're pushing 60, you're calling their ass, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
It's just that, chances are I'll be fucking 70 years old before that happens.
It'd be cool to hook up with
do a senior tour. Oh, that would be cool.
That guy's great.
That would be cool.
The Valiant Thor have been very good to us.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
Very
That's a strange mix.
Very fun.
It is, but it's fun.
Really
when
fun.
we do shows
Of course.
together, they're always a blast. So.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot more people.
There's probably
that's a good start. That's a nice.
Yeah, that's a decent answer. Yeah.
Sounds good, man. I want to hit that Valiant Thor one up, actually. So, reading the fucking paper today, Lohan's front page news. Like, what the fuck, man?
Did she get out of jail or something?
No, she's back in. She violated her probation. Like, this is front page news. Do you understand why America's brain capacity is going down the tubes?
That's front page news because there's really nothing else going on in the world.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's not like we're at war or people are dying or there's revolution. It's not like any of that's happening.
Not the entire Middle East is like,
not at all.
Overthrowing itself. And
no big deal.
Government isn't in the toilet with the economy. No.
Yeah,
whatever.
North Korea, they're just chilling out.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan.
That's a real priority.
She fucking rules. I'm a fan.
It used to be, if it bleeds, it leads. That used to be what they said, at least in movies about newspaper editors. The editor would always say, if it bleeds, it leads. And now it's like, if it has tits, it leads. Or if it has